Well, good Monday morning and welcome back to another Progressive Plan Quick Tip. This is Quick Tip number 8. Hey, today we're going to try to keep it real short. I know I ran kind of long on the last two quick tips. Today I just want to tie a few things together. I want to talk about starting with what we know. This is something that I see over and over and over again. We make our turnaround so much more complicated by not just starting with what we know, or in some cases, maybe it's a matter of even just admitting what we know. So let's talk about some of the things that we know. We know 80%-ish of our entire next work scope package, turnaround work scope package, immediately after the close of our previous outage. We know this, referring back to quick tip number 2, because the work of a turnaround is, for the most part, I think we said 90-ish percent-ish, all routine. So if it's routine work, we've done it before, we know what it looks like, so we know what it is well in advance. We know our execution window, plus or minus a couple of days. We know our execution window because we know our scope. And we know how long it took us to perform that scope last time. So we do have a pretty sound idea what the turnaround requirement for execution window looks like. There may be reasons that drive a longer execution window. There may be other parties involved. Capital projects, for instance, may drive a longer execution window. Those are things that are negotiated with the strategy team. As far as turnaround is concerned, we actually know immediately after the close of our last outage what the duration of our next outage is going to need to be. We also now, for the same reasons as the two above things, we also have an absolutely rock-solid Class 5 estimate for the entire scope package for the next turnaround. Based on the rules of what a Class 5 is, and based on the fact that we have dead accurate actual records for all of this work in our CMMS database. Whether we're using SAP or something else, the database has a record of what we paid last time. It has a record of what the scope was. It has a record of what the duration was. So that's what I have to say for you today. Why don't we just make all of our lives way easier and start with what we know? And once we've made that commitment, we don't need to wait. Let's just get started. At T-minus 48 months, let's get started. Have a nice day. See you next week.